To give you a quick little tour. I've got to sing the praises so far of the folks at this. We made a switch from Hilton to Marriott, and I was not very happy about the switch, but if you know, you know. I know, Kaylin, I'm trying to do my part, be more mindful of where I'm spending my money and what people are supporting. But we are drying off a cushion that I needed Kaylin to have some cushion on her cushion, but I want to show you, they asked my daughter, this light is very bright, so, mood lighting, I mean, that doesn't help out my haggard, we got some really good rest. I mean, we were up, me and Wes got up a little early for breakfast, but, Kaylin needed to rest her body, and this has been a very, very comfy hotel. We knew it would be. It's the priciest. It's on our way home. We're doing a little bit of recon in Mammoth, just preparing for a ski season that's going to look a little different this year. I'm having some mama feelings about it. But I know how that sounds. Because, again, what a privilege. What a privilege to be able to ski as often as Kaylin wants. And then, of course, being able to move into a ski town. I get it. I know how it sounds. I catch Wesley saying stuff all the time, and I'm just like, I grew up poor, so it is not lost on me. Like Arizona poor, so not Tahoe poor, Arizona poor. But this is what I want to show. I know, you can't really, it's kind of hard to tell the height. But context, this is not an accessible room. They asked my daughter, if she would prefer an accessible room because they have one available, or an upgrade that has a very nice tub. So this tub is like a soaking tub. Always nice. I feel like most, I don't know, updated modern hotels have bars. I always check them. We have friends. I mean, we actually know a lot more adults with spinal cord injuries than I do adults with CP. And they are actually very, very helpful in helping us figure out accessibility and all the things, because they do a lot of the same sports that Kaylin does. So shout out to the folks living with spinal cord injuries that are sharing the suck of their day-to-day and all the travels. But this is a deeper tub, so it's a soak tub. It was very nice. Kaylin's got long legs too, so that's so nice to be able to get her in a tub where she can really soak. And her legs don't have to be bent, and she can just, So, this is why, guys. This is why when we go to intensives, I might actually set it up so that I can show you kind of what we did with her body and the step up. And, I mean, obviously we're in clothes, but this is also another really big reason why, and the internet might come for me for this. I don't know, everyone that swears by orthotics, I feel like it's providers that really push certain things or certain treatments on families. So I'm going to weigh in. Mine's 18. Mine's 18, and we have had some really incredible orthotists over the years. Coming from Arizona, I will always sing the praises of Barb and Brett. They our favorite Canadians ever, but she was magical with casting my kid. And we still got to a point where it's just like, if you can't cast her, or you don't think that these are, she's becoming, I don't know, unmanageable and ready for seizure or ready for surgery, we might split hairs. But either way, so I'm going to weigh in about orthotics, transfers in and out of a nice soaking tub, and that's our why. That's how we come up with some of our goals. As Kaylin's gotten older, it's less about gait training, it's less about all the things, and more about the function of our life, and that's just for us. We do a lot of things that are inaccessible, so the traveling, especially internet, don't tell all the creepy pervs. I had a tortilla last night and I didn't finish it. Gross. sometimes I travel solo. Oftentimes. I know. So I've got to get better. Obviously I'm not posting in real time. Trying to be secret as to where we're at. But we're almost home. We're in Mammoth. There's no secret there. We've got firefighters and mountain men here that'll get you. We also have bears, so they'll get any of the bad guys. But that big old tub, that is a big old step for Kaylin. And guess what? She's wet and she's slippery. And she's the same height as me. Luckily, she's much lighter. If you've ever met Kaylin in person, I mean, I've said this before, she's kind of built like Kermit the Frog. She's just got really long limbs. She's very slim, very slender, my girl. She's a lean, mean fight machine. But the height of that, could be problematic. But not for Kay. And not for Mom, because I have a lot of confidence in my transfers with her because we work on them over the years. We've never stopped. Kaylin can bear a lot of weight in those legs. And just because she's not an independent walker doesn't mean her legs aren't strong. So lots of people have something to say about if you give up on walking goals, if you try to get her to walk for too long, like you're not being realistic. It's wild. That part of the internet is wild, so that's why I keep sharing it. I feel like a broken record. But if I keep running into it, I'm going to keep talking about it because it can look different and it doesn't have to be scary and I can demystify a few things. So one thing that I will add for context is that my child has walked and done all of the things that you see us do outside of orthotics. They're rigid. They're not flexible. We even have turtle bracing orthotics, which is a different material. It's more kind of neoprene. It's not necessarily flexible. I mean, it hardens, but the flexible part is like you can remold them. So that's the value for us is we can get them wet. So they were kind of like our waterproof orthotic if we needed them for like wake surfing. That would help support her ankles and make it a lot safer for the person that's surfing with her. We did not use them this season because we did water skiing and she got to be seated. But either way, her ankle strength and just the strength of her legs, that's the part that people underestimate all the time. Because, I mean, usually you see her in a wheelchair. This is the ticket. So when I'm dressed and when Kaylin's dressed, I have dried the tub, obviously, but we're drying off a cushion. I'm going to take a quick video and I'm just going to show you what it looks like so that I can do it side by side with some of our DMI videos because that's what I take. That's what I take for an 18-year-old that appreciates the movement in her body and for the lifestyle that we have. But transfers, man, get good at transfers and start now. Start when your kid is 2. But yeah, I mean, walking, yeah, obviously, crawling, walking, all those early development things, like, of course, I'm not saying that there's no value in walking. That would be absurd. But we've had to just get creative with what movement looks like for Kaylin. A lot of it is, it's not necessarily the strength of her muscles. Right, left. That seems to be something that we're constantly working on with common with a neurological condition. And as severe as Kaylin's is, we verbally have to tell her, like, you can't hop everywhere you go. That's exhausting. So we are going to share, I'm going to do it in and out of this tub because this is a fancier tub, but this is the tub that Kaylin likes. So I'm just like, you want to get in and out of that? You are going to have to do the work, girl. And if it wasn't for DMI and if it wasn't for our therapy team, working together and collaborating and listening when I tell them the areas that I don't feel confident or comfortable with my body because it's changing. I'm an older lady, or I'm aging. So we can talk about that as well. I feel like because we're not talking about the hard stuff, women are aging without help and without knowledge and without support. And we all know how helpful our doctors are. So none of it is medical advice. Talk to a highly skilled, trained therapist. That is always my disclaimer. You can verify. On the DMI side, you can verify their certifications. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to get her in and out of here when we're dressed. and done with breakfast, I'll film it, and then I will do some side by side of what we were working on in DMI, because that's the function for us. That's the function. And yeah, we're not ready to give up skiing in mountains and uneven terrain and deep soaking bathtubs. So, for as long as my body can do it safely, we're going to soak in a tub. But I can show you how it looks for a family like ours. So if you look at a kid like Kaylin and you just don't think it's possible for your kid, I'll show you what it looks like for a teenager. And remind you, because sometimes I need a reminder as well, that you can do hard things. You can do hard things. And it's okay if you need a little extra push from the folks that can help you better understand. For me, it's just better understanding the body mechanics of, like, if that one is hard, twisty dip dip. Twisty dip dip makes it easier. So we're going to do that. We're going to show you all the twisty dip dips because some of our transfers look a little twisty and they look a little dippy. And it does. It makes a difference. Makes it more fun when you're doing a new twisty dip dip in and out of a tub.